Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Jafrican once again. Today I am going to share with you 5 culture shocks that I had coming to the United States of America. Let's go. Number 1, this was back in 2009 when I first came to the United States and I landed in Baraboo, Wisconsin. The first thing that I noticed when I got up was that white people were everywhere. I mean, it was shocking to see white people in garbage trucks. Every car that passed, anybody you see on the street side, in front of their houses, whatever it is, white people was everywhere, right? And that was a shock to me. I mean, I grew up in Ocho Jamaica, where we have a lot of tourists, so I see white people all the time, but it's always with us. Not something that I took note of. But once I was in this part of the United States, and white people were all I'm seeing, it was a shocker to me, right? In a good way, right? I'm like, what? I'm like, wait, everything that you wouldn't even think of, they were there, and it was a shocker to me. The second culture shock was how clean the place was. I remember at one point I took a picture of I think it was a trench, like where the gutter runs out in the grass, right? Yeah. So it's that part of their drainage system, and it was so clean. I'm like, even the gutter was clean. The place was so clean, and I found that to be amazing. So big up to yourself, people in Wisconsin. I don't know if it's all of Wisconsin though. The third culture shock I had was the time of the sunrise and sunset. I remember I realized that the sunrise is very early, as sometimes as early as 4 minutes past 4, and then I realized I've experienced also sun setting at 10:30 p.m. and I'm like, what? And that was strange to me. I found that to be amazing. Fast forward to now that I've migrated to the United States, one of the culture shocks is contrary to one of the ones I've had before, and it is that I did not know anywhere else in the world could be as dirty as downtown Kingston. Downtown Kingston people, don't come at me. You know it's dirty, right? And I was like, what? Foreign dirty? The place was messy. Maybe some of you can guess where that is, because it is not all of the United States that is dirty, right? Because I've shared with you my prior experiences, right? And it was clear. But here, I've seen some things and it is dirty as hell, and I'm like, what is wrong with people? One of the times I was like, why? Who's doing this? Right? And I remember seeing some people behind me in a car having their food, and when they drove off, the container and the paper bag that the food was in is under the car, and I'm like, why did you do that? You know, it was crazy. But yeah, that's one of the culture shocks that I've had, that anywhere else in the world could be as dirty as downtown Kingston. The final one is nothing is free. When I say nothing is free, I mean nothing is free. I mean, I'm from a place where you can make a meal without spending $1, right? You go out into the backyard, you go out into the forest, you can go to the beach, fish, and you can put a meal together without spending $1. Here, nothing is free. Even the free food or charity stuff still isn't free, because in order to go join that line to get some of that free stuff, you have to take time from work, which you're losing money, so you're pretty much paying for the things that you're getting free. I think the only way it benefits you if you don't have a job or you don't have an apartment and stuff like that. I don't know, but it is crazy. If it doesn't take time, it takes effort, energy, everything. It will cost you something, and I mean, not even in a simple way, because even in the islands, if you're going to hunt for your food, yes, it takes energy and all of that, but the idea that it is there and you just need to go get it and nothing will stop you really puts you at ease. But here, if you don't, things start breaking down, things start going downhill, and trust me, if you think it can never get worse, it can. Right? So those are 5 of the culture shocks that I had being in the United States. Right? What were yours? Please share in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and as always, one love.